Hey guys, welcome, Dalton and the girls. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Today is not going to be a geocaching video. Today is going to be more of a product video. Maybe a quick little review. Adding it to this channel because when I was looking for any kind of installation or review on a particular product, couldn't find one, not for this particular one, and not one for my vehicle. I have a 21 Bronco Sport. So the product they didn't make it for my car just yet. So I had to contact the company, and they have a universal kit, two kits, Model A and a Model B. You send them some pictures of your rear view mirror, and they tell you what to do. So what we're looking at doing today is a FITCAMX, the DashCam. I want to use it for when I take this truck off the highway and onto the back roads and go off-roading and things like that. But it does come, as you can see, a whole bunch of Wi-Fi. It's loop recording, which I like. It comes with 64 gig. I think I'll probably upgrade that later. G sensors, so if something bumps it while we're not around, it records it. Wide angle, perfect fit. Now, the ones that I went with this company is a friend of mine actually has one on a nicer car than mine. It's a little more high-end. So he recommended it. I looked at it. I saw his camera, and they actually make integrated dash cams that in some of the cases you replace the housing or you replace part of the mirror. A lot of the new cars, they have some type of electronic controls up on the ceiling there, so it's easy. So in this case, I don't have that. They don't make one for my car yet, but they do make a universal kit, which is this one. This is the B kit. There's an A kit and a B kit. I'll put a link below, and you guys can check it out and see which one you like. This is not sponsored. This is just me. I couldn't find one, especially for my car. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody can use this later on. In my car, I do have a lot more things I gotta worry about because I have triple seals. They tell you to, they originally tell you to remove some of the seals and tuck the wire behind there. I don't know if I'm gonna go that route. I don't know if I can go into my dash because of there's a side airbag over there. So we'll see what we got, and we'll go from there. Let me show you what I'm working with first. All right. Hi. So here's the thing, and a lot of this company, this FITCAMX, they usually make a housing that would fit inside of here. And some of them you replace like all this plastic and then it's like a new case, but they didn't have one for my car. So I'm hoping that the new camera is small enough to fit here or possibly over on this side. And then I have to worry about running the cable. Up along here, I'm not worried about. It's more when I get down to this area of the car because of there's an airbag here, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to get from here. I might have to pull this seal off a little bit and go up inside here, which that might actually be the way I run. And then all the way down to here, and then it plugs into the OBD port down here. So that is what I'm looking at. Let's do a quick unboxing. I did take a quick look, just to make sure everything was there. But again, there wasn't too many for the B kit that came with that comes in this universal kit. So let's take a quick look and see what we get. I will say that the packaging, first off, comes in it's sturdy. It's a nice box. It feels good. Feels like quality. Reviews on the products themselves, whether it was for my car or other cars, were all good. There was no real negative. So, and again, a friend of mine already has one, so it was one on her recommendation. All right, let's take a quick look. All right, there we go. That's a little better. I can move my hands around and show you everything. So as we were talking about, the packaging is really good. I do like the way it is. We'll pull the camera out. As you can see, it's fairly well packaged. Each box that's in here is labeled. I did not install any of the hardware for it. It comes really well packaged. I mean, you're talking, my face, hopefully you can see it. Oh, there you go. So here's the camera. The reviews, again, it's a 4K camera, so comes with this little pigtail. Here's the camera. I will hold it up here. I know you're not going to be able to see it, but I think it will work great. I might have to put it on the other side, or I'm thinking about maybe even putting it down here in front of the rear view mirror, or on the other side over here, so it's less out of my way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to download software, plug this in, kind of hold it up in different areas and see where I like it. It's probably a little bigger than I thought it was going to be overall. I mean, it's not huge by any. I mean, just to kind of give you a comparison, I guess, you know, do what the whole internet people do. You know, it's not a big product. But yeah, no, it'll work. The SD card that we were talking about earlier is right here. It's a little micro SD. It's already installed. For now, I'm just gonna use that, and it'll just be a matter of where I put it. I'll show you how I'm testing that out in a minute. We got the accessory box. Let's take a quick look. Comes with a little plastic pry tool. It's nice. All right. Feels solid enough to do what it needs to do. I got plenty of other pry tools needed. It comes with a little USB to the micro, so you can put it in your laptop. Good. And it comes with enough cabling to run it from wherever I want to go down. It doesn't look, you know, quality of the cable seems okay. Doesn't seem to be too cheap or anything. But like I said, I'm going to plug it in, and like I was saying earlier, oh, we got a hole. There we go. Why they don't run the plastic sheathing all the way down to here, I don't know. I'm guessing these are fuses here. Yeah, these are little fuses, which is nice. That's probably why, so get the fuses. So it plugs into the OBD. It turns on when the car turns on. That was one of the bigger features I wanted to have. It will record when the car's running, and then it'll auto turn on if it feels a movement or a bounce or somebody goes and backs into it. I did not get the rear camera option for this. They do have it. My primary focus was just to take it off-roading and use it for that, so I'm not that worried about any rear camera stuff. Yeah, so I guess I can order it later. I don't know, but it's right there. I don't know, put it right there. The OBD is right there. That's what it says on there. So the only thing I see being a problem, and I don't know if I have to reset it every time the dealership needs to plug into the OBD, when they unplug this and plug it back in, or when they unplug it, or I unplug it before I take it, whether or not I have to reset anything or that. I would imagine so, because I do not think there's any like real battery backup. Oh, I think it's nice. So on here, it looks like if you order the rear camera connection, there's another port that comes off, another cable that comes off of here, and then on their website they do show it as a secondary cable. I was wondering how they did that, but yeah, there'd be a secondary cable coming off of there. There is an off. I can turn it off, and I can take a photo. There's a photo button there, so I will get on that and read the instructions a little bit more on that, figure out how it all works. But like I said, let me let me take a look and show you what I'm talking about as far as placement and what I think is going to look best, or what'll work for me when I'm out and about. So let me try. Okay, so with this housing in the way, I just playing around with it a little bit and kind of see where I wanted it. I can put it up here. Now all that cable will go up into the ceiling. From my view, which would be back here somewhere, I don't like the way that looks. I can do something down underneath here, kind of put it there, and from my point of view, it kind of goes away because of the rear view mirror. You would see maybe a little bit of this housing down here. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I'm starting to lean more towards over here. So from my point of view, let me go there. So from my point of view, it's like that. And does it block the passenger? Yeah, a little bit more, but it's the passenger, so I'm not as worried. So I think, and if I go that way a little bit more, again, that'll be up tighter. Do I want to go over here? Because since it's going to be, you know, mostly just for my use, maybe stick with this. Do I want to go over here? Maybe. I still think that kind of blocks mine. Believe it or not, from the angle that I'm sitting at, it's actually not that bad. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I was kind of hoping to be more here or down here with it. I think that's a little too much out of the way. I mean, there's nothing on the plastic here. It is pretty flat right here. Oh, that might actually. So on that side, there's some vent work that's flat. Huh, okay. Well, let me do a few more test fits, and then I'll get back to you and show you where we're gonna go. But it's definitely going around out somewhere. The only downside I see to mounting it on that plastic is you don't get the front of the hood edge, which I don't know if that's really going to matter, given that the main reason I want to use it is for off-roading use, and so I need to be able to see out, you know, if we're to see straight ahead. If I put it along the window and tilt that camera down, I can then get the edge of my hood. Which again, I'm not sure that's really going to matter all that much. It's kind of, why do I keep doing it? So I don't know if that's really going to matter all that much, but let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if it. So from my point of view, I mean, that's exactly my point of view right there. So the camera would catch, if I put it on the window right near here or the other side, it will catch just the front of the hood. If I mount it on the plastic right there, I don't get the hood at all, but I get, it's so like, see where the garage door handle is? That's kind of like the line just above where it sees. So I don't think that's going to matter that much. I think that's gonna be my best option as far as aesthetics and everything, is to put it up there. All right. Well, I wanted to talk about the camera for a second and get that on there. I will say overall quality of this feels a little thin, but for under 200 bucks, I don't think I'm going to go wrong. And again, the reviews were good, so I know has one. It does record internal cabin sounds. Comes with directions in multiple different languages, and that's the cable I was playing with. on how I want to run it. But I mean, I think this will definitely serve the purpose. One thing I did like, so that depending upon your mounting options, this is the Model B of the Universal kit, is this. I just realized it when I was playing around with it. The camera itself moves up and down. So depending upon where I was going to place it, and here I can move the camera up or down. But I think I'm going to go with the housing here, and then I can just push the camera down. Okay, so I decided to go with that option of mounting it on the plastic over here. I had someone stand outside, let me know how it looked visually from the outside. They said it looked good. So what I'm going to start doing is run this cable. I had to pop the vent out to get this to pop out a little bit. Probably didn't need to pop that out, but I did just in case. The little pry tool that it comes with, so far, is the only tool that I've needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this up in here, and I'll tuck it up along here. My next thing will be to figure out where the cable will go once I get that mounted, where I'm going to how I'm going to run this. I'm probably going to go with, I'm not sure if I'm going to come out, just let it come here. Sorry. Once I mount that camera and I got this pigtail here, I'm not sure if I'm just going to let the cable run up along here, find a way to secure it, maybe with some double-sided tape or something, black tape. I don't think it would be really that big a deal for me. It might bother me. And then I can tuck it up into here, over here. If I put it here and I run this pigtail out this way and tuck it into the plastic up, I don't know yet. I'll cross that one. This one here is where I'm going to get this into here, get this up, this pigtail somewhere where I need it to be, and then I will dress all of this inside of here, under this weather stripping, inside the plastic, all the way down to here, and then I will pop out down here, and then I'll pop out over here, and the OBD is right under there. So, all right, just wanted to give you progress. Okay. All right, so far I got the whole cable ran. Just gotta finish cleaning that up. Pull that into there. Retuck this guy. And that, tell you, the only tool that I've had to use so far was this guy. So it's actually a pretty, for the 21 Bronco, I expect it to be a little bit more, but, and that's it. That's just sits right in there. I did take this off. I didn't need to. The cable runs kind of inside the A-pillar plastic here. And then it runs up the A-pillar, crosses under, along the top here, up inside here, and right now that's sitting there, and then there's enough gap in here where I'll be able to tuck up the excess cables and things. So far so good. Alright guys, well, I have it all installed. I have cable. Let's see, my mirror here a little bit. I have the mirror here. Push that away. I'll go up a little bit so I can get the cable for the thing comes out of here and I tucked up here. I didn't want to drill into this plastic or make anything. Parts for this car are kind of hard to come by right now still, so maybe in the future I can pop a little hole and run it up into there, but right now it just tucks into here. It's one of those things that in due time I'm not going to notice it. Once I put the mirror about where I need it, you know, it's almost practically invisible. I did run that little cable up in here, along here. It tucks up here, so the disconnect for it is here. One thing I did learn that I did not know, which I do like, is that if I take this I can pull the camera down and pop it back up, which I, oh, there we go. There you go. So it just slides in and out. Doesn't light up right. I can still reach the camera if I need it to adjust it, which is adjust all the way down. I ran it here. The plug, which I didn't really show, it's a tiny little plug. It's pinned, so it only goes in one way. It runs all here, up. It runs up into here, down, crosses over the pillar, and then runs all the way down to here, and then you'll see it here. I did tie wrap it. I used no tools other than this one to install it. I grabbed a couple of tie wraps and something to cut the tie wraps with, cable scissors, just to tie wrap the excess cable up under the dash. And then, yes, the car is named Vader, and it is dirty. I ran them up there, and there's the OBD. These are the fuses. So once I plug this in, and then I will tuck the rest of this back up under this plastic over here so that I can get to these if I ever need to. I did not tie wrap it. I can probably pull this out all the way out to here so that I can change these two little fuses that are in here, which is good. I'll tuck that back up into here, plug that all in, and then give it a test run. Now from the outside, again, it's a 21 Bronco. Can't really notice it. Let me scroll in here. There it is. There's the camera. Not really even noticeable from the outside, which is what I wanted. I realized afterwards I may have cocked it just a little bit to the passenger side, but that's fine. The wide angle will be really enough. So that's pretty much it. Very easy to install. It took me longer to record and try to get some footage so you guys can see how this one goes in. This is the FITCAMX Universal Model B. The A has like a U-shaped type camera, but for a different system or for a different car. And I didn't see anything else for it, like I said earlier, so I wanted to kind of show it off a little bit. Easy install. I didn't need any tools to do it. Luckily, I didn't have to take anything really apart. Everything tucked in where it needed to tuck in. And I will maybe do a review after a few months and see what's going on. All right, I'm going to take it for a little test drive around the block, see how the camera works, and I'll add it after this. All right, well, like, follow, subscribe. This channel is usually a geocaching channel. I try to throw in a few odds and ends. We do some kayaking once in a while, and occasionally some car repairs if I can't find something, or house repair if I can't find something. I will videotape it so that, or videotape it, man. I will record it so it shows, you know, what I had to do to make that work for me. So every once in a while we throw other videos in, and this is one of them. All right. I'll talk to you guys next time.